Common ownership. 15 languages. This article needs additional citations for verification. Please help improve this article by adding citations to reliable sources. Unsourced material may be challenged and removed. Find sources: Common Ownership News, Times Newspapers, Times Books, Times Scholar, Times Chester, March 2018. Learn how and when to remove this message. Common ownership refers to holding the assets of an organization, enterprise or community indivisibly rather than in the names of the individual members or groups of members as common property. Forms of common ownership exist in every economic system. Common ownership of the means of production is a central goal of socialist political movements, as it is seen as a necessary democratic mechanism for the creation and continued function of a communist society. Advocates make a distinction between collective ownership and common property, as the former refers to property owned jointly by agreement of a set of colleagues, such as producer cooperatives, whereas the latter refers to assets that are completely open for access, such as a public park freely available to everyone. 1. 2. Christian societies, edit. The first church in Jerusalem shared all their money and possessions, Acts of the Apostles 2 and 4. 3. 4. Inspired by the early Christians, many Christians have since tried to follow their example of community of goods and common ownership. 5. Common ownership is practiced by some Christian groups such as the Hutterites, for about 500 years, the Bruderhof, for some 100 years, and others. 6. 7. In those cases, property is generally owned by a charity set up for the purpose of maintaining the members of the religious groups. 8. 9. Christian communists typically regard biblical texts in Acts 2 and Acts 4 as evidence that the first Christians lived in a communist society. 10, 11, 12. Additionally, the phrase "to each according to his needs" has a biblical basis in Acts 4:35, which says to the emissaries to distribute to each according to his need. 13, 14. In capitalist economies, edit. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Common ownership is practiced by large numbers of voluntary associations and non-profit organizations, as well as implicitly by all public bodies. While cooperatives generally align with collectivist, socialist economics, retailers' cooperatives in particular exhibit elements of common ownership, while their retailer members may be individually owned. Some individuals and organizations intentionally produce or support free content, including open source software, public domain works, and fair use media. 15, 16. Mutual aid is a form of common ownership that is practiced on small scales within capitalist economies, particularly among marginalized communities. 17, 18, 19, 20, and during emergencies, such as the COVID-19 pandemic. 21, 22, 23, 24. In socialist economies, edit. Many socialist movements, including Marxist, anarchist, reformist, and communalist movements, advocate the common ownership of the means of production by all of society as an eventual goal to be achieved through the development of the productive forces, although many socialists classify socialism as public ownership or cooperative ownership of the means of production, reserving common ownership for what Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels termed upper stage communism. 25. or what Vladimir Lenin, 26, Emma Goldman, 27, and Peter Kropotkin, 28, each simply termed communism. From Marxist and anarchist analyses, a society based on a superabundance of goods and common ownership of the means of production would be devoid of classes based on ownership of productive property. 29, 27. Common ownership in a hypothetical communist society is often distinguished from primitive communism, in that communist common ownership is the outcome of social and technological developments leading to the elimination of material scarcity in society. 30. From 1918 until 1995, the common ownership of the means of production, distribution and exchange was cited in Clause 4 of its constitution as a goal of the British Labour Party and was quoted on the back of its membership cards. The clause read, "To secure for the workers by hand or by brain the full fruits of their industry and the most equitable distribution thereof that may be possible upon the basis of the common ownership of the means of production, distribution and exchange, and the best obtainable system of popular administration and control of each industry or service." 31. Antitrust economics, edit. In antitrust economics, common ownership describes a situation in which large investors own shares in several firms that compete within the same industry. As a result of this overlapping, explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF ownership. These firms may have reduced incentives to compete against each other because they internalize the profit-reducing effect that their competitive actions have on each other. The theory was first developed by Julio Rotemberg in 1984. 32. Several empirical contributions document the growing importance of common ownership and provide evidence to support the theory. 33. Because of concern about these anti-competitive effects, common ownership has stimulated a major rethinking of antitrust enforcement. 34. The United States Department of Justice. 35. The Federal Trade Commission. 36. The European Commission. 37. And the OECD. 38. Have all acknowledged concerns about the effects of common ownership on lessening product market competition. Contract theory, edit. Neoclassical economic theory analyzes common ownership using contract theory. According to the incomplete contracting approach pioneered by Oliver Hart and his co-authors, ownership matters because the owner of an asset has residual control rights. 39, 40. This means that the owner can decide what to do with the asset in every contingency not covered by a contract. In particular, an owner has stronger incentives to make relationship-specific investments than a non-owner, so ownership can ameliorate the so-called hold-up problem. As a result, ownership is a scarce resource, i.e. there are limits to how much they can invest, that should not be wasted. In particular, a central result of the property rights approach says that joint ownership is suboptimal. 41. If we start in a situation with joint ownership, where each party has veto power over the use of the asset, and move to a situation in which there is a single owner, the investment incentives of the new owner are improved while the investment incentives of the other parties remain the same. However, in the basic incomplete contracting framework, the suboptimal aspect of joint ownership holds only if the investments are in human capital, while joint ownership can be optimal if the investments are in physical capital. 42. Recently, several authors have shown that joint ownership can actually be optimal even if investments are in human capital. 43. In particular, joint ownership can be optimal if the parties are asymmetrically informed. 44. If there is a long-term relationship between the parties. 45. Or if the parties have know-how that they may disclose. 46. See also, edit. Collective ownership. Common land. Common pool resource. Commons. Commons-based peer production. Condominium. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Cooperative. Creative Commons. Egalitarianism. Georgism/Geolibertarianism. Libertarian socialism. Mutual aid, organization theory. Open source. Post-scarcity economy. Property rights, economics. Public ownership. Public property. Religious communism. Rival and anti-rival goods. Social ownership. State ownership. Tragedy of the anticommons. Tragedy of the commons. Usufruct. References, edit. 1. Public ownership and common ownership. Anton Pannekoek, Western Socialist, 1947. Transcribed by Adam Bick. 2. Holcomb, Randall G. 2005. Common Property in Anarcho-Capitalism, PDF. Journal of Libertarian Studies. 19, 210. Archived from the original, PDF. On the 11th of September 2013. Retrieved the 13th of September 2014. 3. Acts 2147. Biblia. Retrieved the 1st of December 2017. 4. Acts 4137. Biblia. Retrieved the 1st of December 2017. 5. Mangan, Lucy, the 25th of July 2019. Inside the Bruderhof Review. Is this a religious stirring I feel? The Guardian. ISSN 0261-3077. Retrieved the 23rd of December 2019. 6. BBC, Inside the Bruderhof, Media Centre. www.bbc.co.uk. Retrieved the 10th of October 2019. 7. Bruderhof, Fellowship for Intentional Community. Fellowship for Intentional Community. Retrieved the 8th of November 2017. 8. Community of Goods. Hutterites. The 24th of February 2012. Retrieved the 1st of December 2017. 9. Eberhard Arnold, founder of the Bruderhof. www.eberhardarnold.com. Retrieved the 1st of December 2017. 10. Van Ree, Eric, the 22nd of May 2015. Boundaries of Utopia, Imagining Communism from Plato to Stalin. Routledge. ISBN 978-1-134-48533-8 via Google Books. 11. Walton, Steve, April 2008. Primitive Communism in Acts. Does Acts present the community of goods? 2:44-45, 4:32-35, as mistaken. Evangelical Quarterly. 80, 299-111 10.1163/277254772. 08002001. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 12 Busky, Donald F. 2002. Communism in History and Theory, From Utopian Socialism to the Fall of the Soviet Union. Greenwood Publishing Group. p. 14. ISBN 978-0-275-97748-1 via Google Books. 13 Bed, Joseph Arthur, 1989. The Greed Syndrome, An Ethical Sickness in American Capitalism. Hampshire Books. p. 32. ISBN 978-1877674020. 14 Berman, Marshall, 2000. Adventures in Marxism. Verso Books. p. 151. ISBN 978-1859843093. 15 Eric Moller, E.A. 2008. Definition of Free Cultural Works. 1.1 freedomdefined.org. Archived. From the original on 18 August 2016. Retrieved 20 April 2015. 16 Stallman, Richard, 13 November 2008. Free Software and Free Manuals. Free Software Foundation. Archived from the original on 15 August 2021. Retrieved 22 March 2009. 17 Nemad, Jessica Gordon, 2014. Collective Courage, A History of African American Cooperative Economic Thought and Practice. Penn State University Press. Do. 10.5325/J.CTV14 ISBN 978-0-271-06216-7. JSTOR 10.5325/J.CTV14 18 Bacon, Jacqueline, McC. Glenn, 2000. Reinventing the Master's Tools, 19th Century. African American Literary Societies of Philadelphia and Rhetorical Education. Rhetoric Society. Quarterly. 30, 4/1947 Do. 10.1080/02773940009391187. ISSN 0277-3945. JSTOR 3886116. S2 SID 144385631. 19 Williams, Colin C. Vinderbank, Jan, 2000. Self-Help and Mutual Aid in Deprived Urban Neighborhoods, Some Lessons from Southampton. Urban Studies. 37, 1127147. Bibcode, 2000 URB-ST 37127W. Do. 10.1080/0042098002320. ISSN 0042-0980. JSTOR 43084635. S2 SID 1550400089. 20 Hernandez Plaza, Sonia, Alonso Morillo, Enrique, Pazzo Muñoz, Carmen, 2006. Social Support. Interventions in Migrant Populations. The British Journal of Social Work. 36, 7 1151 1169. Do. 10.1093/BJSW/BCH396. ISSN 0045-3102. JSTA 237213554. 21 Citrin, Marina, it al. Collectiva Sembra, 2020. Pandemic Solidarity, Mutual Aid During the COVID-19 Crisis. 345 Archway Road, London, N6, 5AA, Pluto Press. ISBN 978-0-7453-4316-7. 22 The way we get through this is together, Mutual Aid under Coronavirus. Rebecca Sarnett. The Guardian. 14 May, 2020. Retrieved 14 June, 2020. 23 Gig workers have created a tool to offer mutual aid during COVID-19 pandemic. TechCrunch. Retrieved 21 March, 2020. 24 Tolentino, Chia, 11 May, 2020. What mutual aid can do during a pandemic. The New Yorker. United States, Condé Nast. Retrieved 28 July, 2020. 25 Marx, Carl. Critique of the Gotha Program. Die Neues. BD1 number 18 via Marxist Internet Archive. 26 Steele, David, 1992. From Marx to Mises, Post-Capitalist Society and the Challenge of Economic Calculation. Open Court Publishing Company. pp. 44-45. ISBN 978-0-87548-449-5. By 1888, the term socialism was in general use among Marxists, who had dropped communism, now considered an old-fashioned term meaning the same as socialism. At the turn of the century, Marxists called themselves socialists. The definition of socialism and communism as successive stages was introduced into Marxist theory by Lenin in 1917. The new distinction was helpful to Lenin in defending his party against the traditional Marxist criticism that Russia was too backward for a socialist revolution. 27 A. B. Goldman, Emma, 1932. There is no communism in Russia. The Anarchist Library. Retrieved 29 January, 2024. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 28 Kropotkin, Petr, 1901. Communism and Anarchy. The Anarchist Library. Retrieved 29 January, 2024. 29 Engels, Friedrich, Spring 1880. Socialism, Utopian and Scientific. Review Socialist via Marxist Internet Archive. 30 Engels, Friedrich. The Principles of Communism. Vorwärts via Marxist Internet Archive. 31 Adams, Ian, 1998. Ideology and Politics in Britain Today, Illustrated, reprint ed. Manchester. University Press. pp. 144145. ISBN 9780719050565. 32 Rotenberg, Julio, 1984, Financial Transaction Costs and Industrial Performance, MIT Sloan School of Management, Working Paper No. 1554-84. 1. 33 Azar, Jose, Schmaz, Martin, Tecu, Isabel, 2018, Anti-Competitive Effects of Common Ownership. Journal of Finance, 73, for 1513 1565, do. 10.1111/Jofi.12698, HDL, 1721.1/499091. S2 SID 79655196. 34 Hemphill, Scott, Kahan, Marcel, 2020, The Strategies of Anti-Competitive Common Ownership, Yale. Law Journal, pp. 1829. 35 Solomon, Stephen Davidoff, 2018, Rise of Institutional Investors Raises Questions of Collusion, New York Times. 2. 36 Federal Trade Commission, 2018, Competition and Consumer Protection in the 21st Century, FTC. Hearings on Common Ownership. 3. 37 OECD, 2017, Competition in Changing Times, DG Comp. 4. 38 Vestager, Margrethe, 2018, Common Ownership by Institutional Investors and its Impact on Competition, Competition Committee. 5. 39 Grossman, Sanford J. Hart, Oliver D. 1986. The Costs and Benefits of Ownership, A Theory of Vertical and Lateral Integration, PDF. Journal of Political Economy. 94, 4691719. Do. 10.1086/261404. HDL 1721.1/63378. JSTA 1833199. 40 Hart, Oliver, Moore, John, 1990. Property Rights and the Nature of the Firm. Journal of Political Economy. 98, 6 1119 1158. Site CX 10.1.1.472.9089. Do. 10.1086/261729. JSTA 2937753. 41 Hart, Oliver, 1995. Firms, Contracts, and Financial Structure. Oxford University Press. 42 Schmitz, Patrick W. 2013. Investments in Physical Capital, Relationship Specificity, and the Property Rights Approach, PDF. Economics Letters. 119, 3336339 do. 10.1016/j.econlit.2013.03.017. 43 Gattai, Valeria, Natal, Piergiovanna, 2015. A New Cinderella Story, Joint Ventures and the Property Rights Theory of the Firm. Journal of Economic Surveys. 31, 2810302. Do. 10.1111/Joes.12135. ISSN 1467-6419. 44 Schmitz, Patrick W. 2008. Joint Ownership and the Hold-Up Problem Under Asymmetric Information. Economics Letters. 99, 3577582. 10.1016/j.econlit.2007.10.008. 45 Halonen, Major, 2002. Reputation and the Allocation of Ownership, PDF. The Economic Journal. 112, 481 539 Site CX10.1.1.11.8312. Do 10.1411/1468-0297.00729. JSTA 798,519. 46 Rosenkranz, Stephanie, Schmitz, Patrick W. 2003. Optimal Allocation of Ownership Rights in Dynamic R&D Alliances. Games and Economic Behavior. 43, 11531732, 10.1016/S0899. 8256, 02, 00553-5. External links, edit. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. The Cooperative Advantage, creating a successful family of cooperative businesses. The Report of the Cooperative Commission, January 2001. The Cooperative Commission was established by British Prime Minister Tony Blair in 2000 and recommended that a modernising bill should be put before Parliament to recognise in law the cooperative form of common ownership. Recommendation 51. Frank H. Stephen, 1984, The Economic Analysis of Producers' Cooperatives. London Macmillan, ISBN 978-1-349-06250-8, p. 145. Categories: Economic Systems, Anarchist Theory, Socialism, Property. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF.